Everybody, I hope you're all doing good. Guess what? We're in a power cut right now, hence the candle and all of the battery backup stuff going. For real, no BS. I need a 5x5. Hopefully, everyone is all good and can see and hear me. That's the most important thing, because yes, no matter what with the power cuts, we've had crazy winds. We'll get onto that in a bit. Engineers to succeed. Wicked dude, you want it? Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Right, okay. So you can see and hear me. That's really important. Let's just get the latest comments on here. We're waiting for, yeah, thanks. Audio and visuals confirmed. Cheers, guys. That's awesome. Yes, whilst we wait for loads of people to join in the live stream, yes, there's been loads going on, like big time loads going on. So we're just checking people in the chat right now. We've got 135. That's weird. It seems to have frozen. I don't know about you guys, but have you been having technical difficulties lately with your phone? Turning off, turning on all by itself multiple times? Everything seems to have frozen. I've had 2 power cuts literally as this live stream is being set up. It's been all sorts going on. Right. Let me see. Yeah, we're still waiting for people to come in. It's good. If you're watching on the replay, please forgive me. We've got some certain things to do. Excuse me. Before we get cracking into this really cool topic tonight, I checked my emails because I've been offline for a bit, and bloody hell, there's people saying about a few predictions. So I thought, you know what? It's around that time of year where we look forward to next year and we try to analyze what we've got potentially coming down the pipe to all of us. Some of these predictions seem to be way out there. Some of them really do feel they've got some good firm body to them, and I'll be really keen to know you guys who are watching this. You don't have to watch it live. If you're watching this on the replay, hey, you can all take part in the comment section, right? But we've got a really good community here in the chat, and they're coming on board now. We got 382. Awesome. It's looking really good, guys. So what have I got? We have had some new subscribers to the channel. Not many, because it's to be expected, because I've been offline for quite a while. I'll come on to that in a sec. But yes, if you are new, thank you to subscribing. I hope you got the notification, so you didn't miss out on the live stream. Just to let you know, this is my main job. And yes, it's by a weird synchronistic twist of events which led me to be doing this full time. And yes, so if you can donate, it really helps, but you really don't have to. But if you can, it seriously helps big time, especially now. How many of you, this would be interesting, I want to get your honest opinion, in this month of December, how many of you have had major problems with their vehicles? And I know some of you now are probably nodding. Oh my God, I've had crazy problems with a vehicle. And guess what the latest one is? Head gasket. That's going to go in a couple of weeks now. And that's looking, maybe with a new cam bat as well, at least $1.5 grand. Insane. Let me know if you guys have had Pamela Swan. Yep. Other people? It's bizarre. Yes, Volvo as well. John and Pilgrim. Slave to No Man. Yep, big issues. It's crazy. So I'm not the only one. I thought I wasn't alone. It's crazy. Pamela Swan has had problems as well. Damn, I'm not alone in the crazy vehicle breakdown, pain in the ass, expensive to be repaired club for December. Blimey. Who else have we got? Oh, look at this, a cracked intake manifold. I fixed that one myself. Dude, you're doing better than me. If I had the space and been able to afford all of the tools, there's lots of jobs I will be able to tackle. But because of not much tools and definitely no room, I just can't really. So I just have to try and save up and get it done. Who else have we got? Little Carol has had car problems. Bloody hell, Cornish Bob, look at that, brakes and ABS sensors. Whoa. I'm not alone. Blimey. What's this? Had to get a new van, mate. The car died. Didn't die suddenly. Oh, Ben. But yeah, don't worry if you're watching on the replay. We're just waiting for the people to join the stream, because the weird thing is, I've had notifications from fellow YouTubers that I follow, namely Björn Andreas Bull Hansen, Neil McCoy Ward, Jason of Archaics, and I seem to be getting the notifications late. So they've gone live and it pings up. I think, great. Go to click on to join it, and it's already been on for half an hour, and I've just got a notification. Let me know if you guys are getting that as well. It's a pain in the backside, because really, as soon as that live stream goes live, everyone who's subscribed and notified on the notification bell to all notifications theoretically should get that notification straight away. I've been having big problems with YouTube all the way through this year, been shadow banned. It's been a nightmare. So here we got Squirrel Sniper. Hey, dude, cost him 3 times. Ha, absolutely true. My vehicle was worth cost 1,800 quid a couple of years ago, and you know, just to get that repair is going to be probably about the same. It's ridiculous. So you either get rid of it and get very little money for it, and try and find the money from someone to get another vehicle. So most of us, I'd completely agree, are stuck with where we are, and we just have to do whatever we need to do to get the vehicle up and running. It's been a big frigging ball ache, to be honest. Well, roof as well. Full disc repairs. Oh wow, I know. It seems to be like lots of other people are getting the same bloody issues as well. Right, okay. So yeah, we just, like I said, we're waiting for the people to join the chat. That's awesome. Oh yeah, the website, bloody hell, that's been a nightmare. The guy who's helping me do that is literally being attacked by all angles. A house move, family at home, lots of, he's had vehicle problems as well, and Christmas coming up as well. So all of these things are culminating at the same time. Like I said, I've taken a step back from social media. I felt like I needed a break because I've made hundreds and hundreds of videos and live streams all the way through this year. And you know, when you listen to yourself, think, do you know what? I just need to just step back for a little bit. So I logged out of Instagram. That's been great. It's been, I think, about 2 weeks now. It's going to be a nightmare when I go back in there, because I know I'm going to get plagued with messages to say, oh, how's it going? I hope you're okay, etc. And I did put on that message. I've got lots to do, really, really busy, and I can't be bothered by being triggered by the crap that Instagram and the suggested stuff is being put out there. So I just thought, do you know what? So you can play that game, son. Logged out, and it's been good because I've got lots done, a hell of a lot done, and I recommend it to anyone. If you feel you're getting wound up with Instagram, Facebook, and it's not making you feel good, just log out of it, come out of it. World's a better place to get those done. So yes, all of that's been going on. So the website has been completely put on hold, but we are looking to go with that in next month in January, because we've got loads done. So that's all good. What else is there? Also, during the week, I've got some thanks to, I'm going to hold up. I don't know if you can see it because we're in a power cut at the moment. We had that, which was awesome. Really, really nice, from Prepper Family. That's all I know them by. I don't know who they are, but thank you for sending that in the post. That was just a huge lifesaver, to be honest. It really, really was. Lisa, Kate, David, Carl, and Liz, thank you all for the support during the week as well. Right, as you can tell, look at that. He's got the old wee willy winky things. Yeah, I've got all sorts of lights going on everywhere. So we got that, and I've also got my power cut lantern. Yes, I do it all the time. I've done a video on this. This thing is insane. You can charge this up fully and it will run for well over a week or two. It's nuts. So brilliant, because we're in a power cut. So I'll put that up there to provide lighting so everyone can see me. I've got a Christmas tree there. Where is it? Behind me. But when I turned it on, the camera's trying to focus on it. It's making me blurry. I had enough, so I turned it off. So yeah, we're rolling with it. How many of you guys have had power cuts? Someone's just said they lost internet. It's Owen, 3 times this week. Luckily, the internet's been all right because I've got auxiliary battery backup for that, and the signal's enough to get by. But yeah, we're running the EcoFlow backup power system to run this live stream. You can probably tell that little flickering of light there. That's a reflection from the fire, which is behind me there. If you can see that. I've got another battery backup pump upstairs, running the pump to make sure it doesn't blow everything up because it will boil. If you know what back boilers are like, you understand what I'm saying. So yeah, we never give up. And that's been a message from my YouTube channel from day one. No matter how bad you think things are, keep going. Because I realise, I really do understand how important these regular live streams are for a lot of people for multiple reasons. And it's great to see the regulars in there as always. Brilliant. So that's really good. We'll be doing location shout pretty soon. Yeah, who has witnessed some really strong winds lately? I'll be really keen to know in the chat. Honestly, it's been at least 3 days now, continuous strong winds. I'm not talking gusts now and again, just constant, mainly northwesterly winds here in the mountains of Wales. And the weird thing was, yesterday we had it went really crazy. Locally, it said 50 miles an hour, but that is down in a village about 8 or 9 miles away from here. I'm 1,100 feet up on the side of a mountain. And let me tell you this, it was way more than 50. It was practically at least 80. It was nuts. We've had all sorts of damage and trees come down outside. We've been losing power, and even the power went tonight. So it'd be interesting to see what we got. Cornwall, yeah, it does seem from the west. So yeah, it's been a nightmare. We've had some seriously crazy things. And do you know what was really weird? Even though the forecast said for my area it was 50 mile an hour winds, I checked the Shetland and indeed the Faroe Islands. Guess what? 38 miles an hour. So officially, according to the Met Office, it's windier right here than it is right up in the Shetland Islands, which is nuts. We had major winds out here. And when I went out for a walk to get some fresh air, it was quite difficult to stay on my feet. I'm not going to lie. It was quite dangerous, actually. So, yes, it looks like you guys have had lots of it as well. There we go. We've got ISIS saying 900 meters up, the third highest in England. Wow. So you've had it pretty crazy as well. So yes, well done. We've got 700 in the chat right now. We're looking good. So it looks like we've had quite a few people all over the UK. Yeah, and the west coast of Ireland as well. Windy in Manchester, really? What, in urban areas? That's quite unusual. What's this? The Met Office lies. Yeah, I fully concur. It was way more than 50 miles an hour. In fact, if you believed what we had here yesterday was 50 miles an hour, you really are as intelligent as John Merrick, pretty much. No way. So I concur, mate. Yeah, the Met Office completely is BS. And do you know what? The BBC weather get their information from the Met Office, and they edit it even more. So you can either get one single dose of BS from the Met Office, or if you really want to suck it up, get a double dose from the BBC, because they mix it up as well. But what I might do, I might see if I can invest one day into an affordable device which I can put outside and sync it with either my phone or some screen inside the house, like a Bluetooth, and just to see how windy it actually is. I'm probably going to surprise myself, because all I know is 8 or 9 miles away, right down way into the village, nowhere near the mountains, and it's a lot more than what it is up here. So yes, look at this. Wow. Harp. Yes. Right, okay, 750, that's brilliant. So what we want to do, now we've got a substantial amount of people in the house. I think it's fair just to have a quick look of what's going on out in the real world with our security service, the MI5. We are still in substantial. Northern Ireland is still severe, and these are the threat levels. These are where we are right now. Okay, so if you see it go critical, that's nightmare. That means seriously take a good keen eye on your personal safety if you ever do see a critical threat level. Okay, keep it crossed that we don't actually see that. And someone asked me about stocks. I'm not following it as much as I have been because I've been taking a step back with family, but we'll have a quick glaze, okay? So as you can tell, gold is jumped over 2K and it's continuing to fluctuate as well. I did hear that someone is expecting silver to skyrocket pretty soon. Whilst we're on the predictions, I'm going to make my own prediction about silver, and I'm going to say September next year we could be in for quite a jump. So if you look at max, so this goes back as far as we can. So there we go, about the year 2000, right? That's where this chart starts from. Let me get rid of that BS there. So we look at the peak there, right? So what have we got? We got about $47 an ounce of silver. And if you can look at the trends where it goes up, comes down, then it jumped. Look at this. It's going up, it's coming down, and we're not far from the level now for it to jump. So when we look at the distance between this peak here and that peak there, you can pretty much eye it all up. And it's looking like we're could be seeing a similar spike, even higher, around August, September time. That would be my prediction for silver to go up quite a bit. Only time will tell. I'm not an expert, but speaking to some friends of mine, there is a possibility that that could actually happen. So if you are in the market for silver, now would be a good time, because I don't really think it's going to go down. If it does, it's only going to be by $1 or $2. It's up to you. If you're buying in bulk, wait for it to come down a bit more. If you're just getting a few, just get it now. You're not going to lose too much. So that was what someone asked me about the commodities, etc. So when I was just talking just then about the locations and weather, it would be really cool to find out where you guys are watching from. So now's your chance to jump in as fast as you can, and I'll endeavour to read as many as your names out as I possibly can. So you've got to be really quick, because we can't be spending too much time reading out everyone's address. 1111. Some of you guys know exactly what I'm talking about with that. If you understand what I'm saying, just put 1111 on the screen and we can see who you are. There's more of us than people realize. So we're going to scroll up. Wow, you guys have been hitting it big time. I'm trying to find the first. It's really hard to find the first. We got Colin, is from Oz in Australia. G'day, mate. How's it going there, Blue? It's all good in the hood out in Oz. Great, mate. Sorry, can't help it. Ben, 4x4 physical silver, 100%. Don't get ETFs. Don't be the mug to buy an ETF, all right? Good advice, trust me. We got Louise in Lincolnshire. Don't tread on me. Hey, dude, another regular is over in Northampton and indeed in Errant. Some of you will be glad to know that me and Jason Brashears of RKX recently done a 3-hour video, which I've already recorded, that is going to be edited and put up on YouTube at some point. And yes, part of what Jason told me in that video, I'm going to reveal as a prediction in this video. Okay, looking at all of this, you're probably looking at around about the hour mark. All right, so stay tuned for what Jason thinks is going to be massive next year. All right, that's all I'm going to say. It's a bit of a spoiler alert, but yes, Errant's in the house, all good in the hood. What have we got here? Painted Preppers Air Guns is over in Newcastle. Why, man? We got Mark over in Ipswich. Hi, dude. We got Charles. Good evening, Charles. Probably good afternoon over there in Minnesota. Awesome. I bet you got some big snow already. I know you have. We got Luke. He's over in Staffs, lovely part of the world. We have Julia over in the lovely Malvern. Yes, I've yet to get over to Malvern. Here we go. Another regular UK survival and bushcraft tips. Good to see you, buddy. Over in Wiltshire. Shout out to Wiltshire in the house. Awesome. We've got Beardbox, a member. Brilliant. Awesome. BRECON. I think we've got others from BRECON. Right, John? Who have we got here? Carol. She's from Heart. Only joking. We got non-compliant from Spain. Very good. Very good. Then we got John Farley's over in Leeds. We got Park House Spotting in North Wales. Magnificent. We got Barbara in Northampton. Good to see you again, Barbara. Another member. We got Blood Nose over in New England, in the United States of Kiss My Ass. Yes, sir. We have got the Southwest Off-Grid Shed, the Western Isles. I bet you've seen some wind too. ISIS over in County Durham. I bet that's been well windy up there. We got Elegant Rebel down in Hampshire. Who else have we got? We got Crazy Pain 99 over in Bradford. Awesome. Marmite in the Midlands. Fantastico. We have got Claire in West Bromwich. Is great over there, and it's over in West Bromwich. It's fantastically great up there. Sorry, couldn't help it. You're probably laughing. Chris is in Nornan. It's up there in Nornan. And we got Mary, obviously from Powys. Merry Christmas. Yes, absolutely. Well done, Mary. Well said. Good to see you again, obviously. We got Kay from Cleverleys. I have no idea what it is. Sorry about that. We got MPEM over in Yorkshire. London girl Kaz, always a pleasure. That's awesome. Over in London, obviously. Great to see you all. We got Steve in Northwest London in the house. Awesome. And we got Pat is over in west of Ireland. A place called Mayo. No, it's not mayonnaise. Leave him alone. We got Aisha in Oxfordshire. Very windy in Oxfordshire, I can imagine. We got Doc. Man, he's over in Oregon, United States. Wow, that's a long way away. Pilgrim as well. Awesome to see Pilgrim. Another errant in the house. Plymouth, Massachusetts, United States. Beavering guy. Way up. Oh, look at this. Sandy. Hello, mate. Good to see you, Sandy. I hope you're having a nice cup of something, sir. Great to see you, Sandy. I hope your antenna's been okay with the wind, mate. It's been bonkers up here. Seriously bonkers. We got Echo's Bunny Woman. I never heard that before. Barnsley. Brilliant. We got Nick. He's over in Bangkok. Seriously? Oh, I say. We got Gaz is over in Bournemouth down south. We got B-Mac who's counting down northeast. Awesome. We got Randy. Hey, Randy. Pike County, Georgia. Awesome. And we got a lovely fella. How you doing, sunshine? I hope you're good. He's in Chelmsford over in Essex, son. Know what I mean? Goes lot of dream pictures and cream, innit, eh? Nice one. Good to see you, Bri. Stuart from Glasgow. We got Bill from Findon. No idea where Findon is, but I'm sure it's cool. We got Nick is over in East Lancs. And we got Cornwall Caveman from Truro. And I think that's all we got time for. Sorry, guys, we can't go on all night long, can we? So let's just check to see what I've missed. Oh, my God, look at this. Some very kind of you. We got Camo Films. Merry Christmas from Cambridgeshire. Freedom. Yes. Too right. Absolutely. Brilliant. Oh, and we got a new member as well. Well done. Howard, good to see you. And yes, you're very welcome. We've also got Survivor Man has been a member for a whole month now. So that is awesome. Right. What I need to do is I need to wipe that off the screen. Oh, I've done it. That's it. Oh. Crazy. There we go. Right. Okay. Comments are on. Oh, wow. We've got lots of 1111s in the house. I'm just seeing it. Blimey. That's really good. That's great to see. What's 1111 mean? Well, Google it. Or just do the right thing, follow your intuition, and you'll find out. I ain't got time to deep dive that. That's a new one. Right. Okay. So we are going to be talking about predictions for next year. Now, don't forget, because when I talk about what Jason Breshears said to me via a video I've done a few days ago now, it will blow your mind. And it's very weird because the stuff I've been talking about on my YouTube channel for well over a year now, it does look like this event will start next year. And it is going to be a nightmare. If this comes to pass, we're talking SHTF next year. Please stick around when I talk about that, because it's nuts. And Jason, he has made quite a few predictions before. Lots of them have come true. And this is quite a scary prediction. But we're going to go into that as we go through, because we've got others to come up against at the moment. So, King Charles. Richmond sausages. Think of that what you will, okay? Now, apparently, there's more than a few different people saying this based on all sorts of analysis, historical data points, data sequencing, isometric analysis, algorithms, software, predictions, reoccurring dates, time waves. There's so many things to predict, and lots of it is starting to come true. It's very bonkers. So, yes, apparently next year, King Charles III will no longer be king next year. Lots of people are saying that. Only time will really tell, obviously. Driven out by force. Driven out by force. Right. Let's have a quick look at that, shall we? Yeah, I think it's that one. Here we go. We are looking at Nostradamus, and you can, if you disagree with what I'm saying, if you think this is crazy, well, maybe question why you think it's a good idea to come onto a live stream talking about predictions. It makes no sense why you are here, but nonetheless, we're going to discuss what was foretold a long time ago. Royal tumult. Now listen, in one of the quatrains, Nostradamus refers to someone he calls the King of the Isles. Okay, British Isles. How many kings are in charge of islands? How many? Let me know in the comment section or the chat. How many kings are there currently or next year? Driven out by force. Further, he also wrote that the king is replaced by, now this is very interesting, one who will have no mark of a king. One who will have no mark of a king. Yes. So basically, who would be next in line in the throne to take over the runnings of King Charles? It's a simple question, really. Looking at the royal family, it's going to be Prince William, obviously. I don't know what it is. I really don't know what it is, but something's telling me Prince Harry will become King Harry. Now, if there's anyone who is up in the Kings and Queens of England, how all of this works, because there's protocols, obviously. Willie, there you go, Dave C. Yeah, Prince William. That is who is supposed to be. But when you look at the isometric analysis of predictions foretold long ago, and indeed recently, with some of the software algorithms which are being used to predict dates based on what's happened in certain time gaps in the past, history repeats. History repeats. You really need to let that sink in. Okay? Yeah, I think Harry as well. King of the World Economic Forum. You guys are nuts. Nigel Farage for king. Blimey, I doubt he'd never be. Come on, dude. Really? But yeah. King Charles, boom. Now, from what I remember, I think it was Jason and a few others talking about this. Oh, well done. There's 1,000 people currently in the chat. Moderators, you've got a full blessing. If anyone is being disrespectful or horrible, you can just block them. It's absolutely fine. We haven't got time to argue with idiots. If you want to come on to a live stream, talking about predictions next year, and you think whatever prediction is ridiculous, then maybe watch something else. That's what I do. If I'm watching something that isn't serving me, I just go and watch something else. I don't even bother commenting. I haven't got the energy to give. So anyway, you got my blessings, mods, to get your spanner out and go to town. So tone deaf. Jason Bridges is a good chap. Yeah, I fundamentally concur with that. We become good friends actually, and hopefully I'm going to be going over to Texas to see him next year too. We are all a higher self, and then want us worshipping them and their God. Yeah, bang on, sir. Absolutely. Chat has been good tonight. Excellent. Yeah, we haven't got time for idiots. So if anyone's being a Burke, chuck them in the sin bin, or if they carry on, jog them down the Kermit, mate. Just block them. No problem at all. So yes, that was one of the predictions. What do you think about King Charles all of a sudden not being king next year? Yeah, there has been talk about the truth, what happened to Princess Diana, will come out, and it will be undeniable. And the royal family, there is a lot of people backing this up now, were to blame about her death. You can't really say it any plainer than that. Okay, so when all of this information comes out, King Charles will have no choice but to just step down. And I really don't understand the reasoning behind Prince William not being able to take reins of king. Now, maybe he gets taken out of the game, if you understand. Or why would he not be eligible? Or maybe because actually, if it is come out that something happened to Lady Diana, something to do with the royal family, obviously Prince William, that was Lady Diana's son. So maybe it's going to cause such an absolute rip-roaring rift. That's it. And lots of us already know that Prince Harry is not King Charles's son. You've only got to look at him. I think you've got to be crazy to believe that Diana and Charles made Prince Harry. If you really believe that, I'm really sorry. You're probably watching the wrong YouTube channel here. So yeah, maybe that is it. Diana's still alive. Wow. I'll tell you what is a good, if I can find it, this is quite crazy doing this in the power cut. And yes, look at that. We are still burning the midnight oil, as it were. If I can find it, I'm going to screen share because I really recommend you guys watch this. If I can find it. Whoa, that's well been taken over. Flipping hell. Oh my God. It's actually happening in real time. Oh my God. This is the only place I can find it. Oh, for God's sake. Right. This is rare now. I've got to show you this before it disappears. We are witnessing censorship big time on Google and all other search engines. When I searched for this back in 2008, however long that is now, 16 years or so, it was everywhere. When I looked into this in 2012, it was everywhere. When I looked into it just now, very, very hard to find. So if you really want a good look at what independent investigators have uncovered about how Lady Diana was killed, I really, really highly recommend that you watch this. Now, let me pull it up. I've just found it, and it was very, very hard to find. Here we go. This here, all right? And the imagery is so bad, but this is it. Lady Di, as in D-I-E, okay? All of these people have taken part in it. It's a 4-hour DVD film and investigation. It is unbelievable. Seriously, no joke. If you haven't seen this before, Try and find ways to see this, okay? It's absolutely an unbelievable amount of research that's gone into this 4-hour documentary. 4 hours long. It's insane. And this is what the original cover looked like. You might be able, or you might be very lucky to find it somewhere. It's really, really difficult to find now. But yes, if I can see that, Chris is it Everington? It's so hard to see. No, it's completely foobar, mate. I'm trying to see if it's on here anywhere. Nope. It's very, very difficult to find. Lots of it has been replaced with this BS. And that's what happens in the research community. This is what I mean. If I show you Lady Di DVD, look at all this stuff. Absolutely nothing. This is the only one here. And look, there is nothing. We are seeing things erased from the internet. You was able to find this very easily on bulk. You can buy hundreds of these DVDs. Now, look what I'm seeing. There is nothing, just one, a very blurry and vague picture at best. It is shocking at the level of censorship we are seeing online. It's unbelievable. Look, I'm scrolling and scrolling, and there's nothing. Nothing. It's very rare. It's very hard to find. 1,127 people in the chat right now. Thank you very much. So yes, that was just one prediction. Okay. What about a new pope? What do you think of that? Let's have a look. Let's find out exactly what is being spoken about there. Right, here we go. A new young pope. The current pope, Pope Francis, is currently in his mid-80s and has suffered health problems in the recent past. Nostradamus said in one of his predictions that due to old age, the pope will be replaced by a new, younger pope. Listen to this. Through the death of the very old pontiff, a Roman of young age will be elected. We are looking at this next year. Next year, a new pope. What is that going to do to the church? Will there be further allegations of, you understand where I'm going with this? It's absolutely rife in the Catholic church, but not just that, in nearly all churches. There's lots of evidence and lots of historical things that have happened. We all know what we're talking about here, okay? So, what else have we got? A breakthrough. No, this is crazy. A breakthrough. Put my teeth back in quantum computing. Quantum computing. Now, does anyone have a gist about what quantum computing actually is? Well, you can try and put it as simply as you can. You've got your laptop, your phone, your tablet, your desktop computer, and you put that next to an advanced quantum computer. The difference, if you was to look at it in a physical sense, your laptop, phone, etc., will be like a sugar cube. A quantum computer would be an entire warehouse that can hold billions of sugar cubes. That's how powerful these new, advancing all the time, quantum computers are. It enables them to do gazillions, or whatever the highest number you can think of calculations in split seconds. When we look at binary as ones and zeros, it can work out those at exactly the same time. It is so advanced, it's crazy. And it's like exponential when things get faster and more quicker. This is happening right now. But not just that, there was another one that said the rise of AI, artificial intelligence. We do seem to be witnessing right now an exponential rate of growth within quantum computing and artificial intelligence. Now, you can argue the fact whether it is artificial intelligence or indeed artificial intellect. They're two completely different things. I'm on the side which studies words a lot, and I'm believing it should be artificial intellect. Let me know in the comments section or indeed the chat if you disagree or you agree. It'd be great to see if there's any wordsmiths out there who know their words. Don't forget, words are spells. Use words sparingly. Okay. So yes, we're thinking about, if I can find it, this lady here. Yes, it looks crazy, but this woman absolutely existed. I want you to tell me, who's the first to tell me who you think this woman is who made predictions. I'll wait for you guys. Absolutely on point. Isis Moon, Baba Yaga. Absolutely 100%. Well done for the others as well. Of course. Now, if you don't know anything about this woman, I suggest you have a little look online to bring yourself up to speed. Some of the things which this woman has said a long, long time ago have absolutely come to pass. Okay, this isn't no joke. This is absolutely on point. It's ridiculous. So yes, the woman who couldn't see absolutely saw, if that makes sense. 1,152 people in the chat. Awesome. And thank you for that donation of Steve on PayPal. I really appreciate that, sir. That's fantastic. I'll just put back the comments. Right. Okay. Yes. Well done, everyone who knew who there was. It's good to know that we've got an aware bunch of personnel in the chat right now. Now, looking at what she's been saying about next year, unbelievable. An economic crisis. Now, how many of you have either looked into where the economy is going, things that have changed this year, which could quite possibly affect workings or mechanisms into next year regarding the economy, possibly global economy? I don't think this was just set to one country. This does appear to be a prediction talking about an economic global crisis. How many of you have a feeling of all of that sort of stuff possibly coming down the road? 42 minutes. Wow, that went quick. Don't forget, I will be talking about Jason Breshears' unbelievable prediction in about 10 minutes. Okay, so please make sure that you don't miss that one. It's nuts. I'm just going to jump straight to it. I'm going to sidestep all of these predictions. That really needs to be digested. Okay, and if what he's saying is true, we seriously need to make plans big time. I hope to God what he predicts doesn't come true. You'll understand when I talk about it in about 10 minutes. Okay, so a global disease. Now, it was said the word was quite clearly epidemic. Now, obviously, we're looking at epidemic as a much smaller level than a pandemic, which we had in 2020. Allegedly a pandemic. Most of us are on the same page that that was complete BS. Okay, if that was a genuine one, we would see a much different outcome of what we saw. Okay, I think more people aren't here because of that rather than the real thing. Let's just leave that there, shall we? So yes, a global disease for next year. Now, I've done a few videos this year talking about H5N1, H9N1, bird flu, avian flu, swine flu, the corona, you know what, all of these things, and disease X, that's another one. And there was another one which I can't remember what they said. There was a pneumonia which came out of China. All of these things swirling around, and if that thing bonds, mutates, expands, that is going to be highly transmissible. So there is talk of a global disease next year. Let's hope not, obviously, because we all saw the ridiculous disruptions and indeed distractions of what happened 2020-2021. Massive fundamental implications for day-to-day life for people on a global scale. It wasn't just relegated to national locations. It was a global thing, obviously. So there is talk about that happening as well. Apparently, next year, Donald Trump is going to be hit with a mysterious disease. Whether it's something to do with that global disease, which I've just mentioned, or maybe it's an isolated case. There was talk from memory about him affecting his brain. And what else was there? I think it was his hearing. Yeah. So that's predicted to be next year as well. Okay. Another thing. Now, this does look like it's possible, but I got a feeling it's a bit too soon. Let me know what you think in the chat, or indeed in the comment section under the video. Russia, China, and India come together as a trilateral force. Now, straight away, as soon as I read that prediction from Baba Vega, BRICS. It's the first thing that come to mind. Now, how was she able to predict this? She died years ago. How has she been able to predict this before it happened? It does make you think about a lot of things, okay? But BRICS, I do believe that we are going to see big moves with the BRIC nations next year. And that could tie in with what I mentioned earlier with the global economic crisis. We are all aware of the price of the dollar, what's been happening to it. Yes, most of us are aware that it is the leading global currency. Most of us are aware that the United States are heavily in debt. In fact, I believe that the United States is the most debt nation in the whole planet, hugely in debt. China brought lots of debt off of America, and now they are going for gold, as well as all the other BRICS nations are. This BRICS currency does look like it is absolutely moving ahead. Lots of other countries are getting gold to back up this currency, because lots of countries are realizing that the American dollar isn't backed up with jack. It's nothing. It was a long time ago. Most of us are aware of this. What else? This one, think of it what you will. Personally, I don't think this has got any weight at all. This is just my own take on it. But I know everyone, look at that, 1212, 1212 in the chat. Some of you know about the fundamental synchronicities with 1111, 1212 right now. And I just looked up and saw 4x4 fella. Numbers, some of you understand, some of you probably won't, but that's okay too. Yeah. Interaction with ET, extraterrestrials. Contact next year. Now, personally, I think no. I think a lot of the alien, the ET stuff is a complete sideshow, a complete BS thing. All of the ancient aliens theories. I must admit, a long time ago, I bought into it and thought, you know what, it could have been aliens here and had a race years ago to help us evolve, whatever. But when you try and actually find any tangible physical evidence at all of any alien visitation, it's very, very difficult to find stuff. So personally, I don't think there's going to be any alien or extraterrestrial contact next year. But hey, that's just my opinion. And we should all feel strong enough to voice our own opinion. And you watching right now are absolutely free to voice your opinion. It's absolutely fine. But what I do ask, I don't really need to, but I feel like I need to sometimes, is leave your comment with respect. Don't be derogatory to me or anyone else, because all it does is it just lowers the vibration and the vibe. And no one wants that. If you want your vibration lowered, watch the BBC and Sky News as much as you possibly can. Then you will dim your light a bit down. Okay. In fact, here we go. Have a visual representation. This is your light right here. Okay. If you continue to absorb yourself in the mainstream news and BS, what happens to your light is it goes dimmer and dimmer and dimmer, and eventually your light goes out. Simple as that. It's the easiest way to understand the powers of energy, positive and negative. So where have we got? We're nearly there. Talking about Jason's prediction. The rise of natural disasters, and apparently it's predicted that there's going to be a massive tsunami in Asia next year. Let me just turn up a little bit. That's a bit better. Yeah. So who remembers the Boxing Day tsunami years ago where it just literally wiped out so many people? That was just devastating. The Watchers. Yeah, I know that was my belief a long time ago, but I'll change that now. Albert Pike's World War III. Yeah, that was very hard to prove, but no, I understand that. The BBC. Yeah, for sure. So yes, tsunamis. Who remembers that one in Boxing Day a few years back? Oh my God, what was it, 2000 or something? It's a long time ago now. But yeah, that is predicted to happen again in Asia next year. What time of the year? It's not really said, but this is again from Butterpurveyor. An earthquake in the Pacific Rim. This is going to be huge. A massive, unexplainable, huge earthquake. Let me see if I can see. No, that's eluding me at the moment. But yeah, tsunamis, earthquakes in the Pacific Rim, an absolute nightmare. Another thing, which is it's looking possible when you consider what happened in the time frames. Okay, so look at the Ukraine event when that happened. Okay, look when that happened. Look when the Israel event happened. So we are thinking, and to be honest, lots of people have been talking about this for quite some time now. Naval confrontation with China. Look at this. Combat and naval battle. Red adversary will become pale with fear, putting the great ocean in dread. So yes, red adversary. So we are straight away thinking of China, always represented in red. In the South China Sea and Taiwan, naval issues next year. So it does appear that the Taiwan issue and the movements in the South China Seas from the Chinese creating their own islands. Who's heard about that? If you haven't, check it out. It's quite nuts. And that's been a while now, but it's ongoing. Okay, they're continuing to add suitable landmass to literally run operations from in the South China Sea. Insane, but true. Check it out. It's there for all to see. Now, if that does kick off and they do just go into Taiwan with all of the stuff that's gone on in Israel and surrounding countries, and indeed Ukraine, that is a lot going on at the same time. And usually when you start to see major wars start, you do start to see pockets of smaller battles or micro wars happening, and they start to build and escalate and add, and they pop up all over the place. We are looking, it is looking like this sort of thing is not far away. And as negative as it is what it is. Now, I do get people saying like, why all of the negative? Why all of the doom and gloom? Why all the fear porn? And I get it. I understand it. And it is difficult for the human psyche and the brain to be subjective towards that amount of exposure. Completely get it. The fact remains, you can either see what's going on, detach yourself from it emotionally, and pretty much don't bury your head in the sand. Okay. And I get it. If you need to take a break from it, step away from it, is fine. But I don't think it's a good idea to shut off from it completely, because that sort of thing literally is putting head in the sand. And the worst thing to happen to any prepper or anyone in the prepping community is to completely detach yourself from all of these events which are happening for real on this planet or in this simulation, however you want to deem it. Okay. You're going to be at a shortfall. You're going to be at a disadvantage. You won't be able to successfully even enter negotiations about starting to prepare for certain things which are literally unfolding as we speak. That's why we got this prediction video. We want to get people's analysis, people's thoughts about all of these things. Yeah, here we go. 2040, the 16th of May, very important date to remember. Basically, 1/4 of the global population won't be here. Still 3/4 left. That's another thing we'll talk about with Jason one day. So speaking of Jason, as promised, I'm going to talk about it now, all right? So I don't know how you guys are going to be able to handle this, but it does tie in with what I've been saying for over a year now. Okay, so we are going to be focusing on the Paris Olympics. The Paris Olympics, okay? Now, are you guys paying attention? Check this out. Right, here we go. The Paris Olympics, the 26th of July to the 11th of August. This is going to be a very important historical time for everyone in the West. Okay, everyone in the West. Remember this date. Write it down if you have to, or just remember the Paris Olympics. Okay. Now, when we watch the Olympics, I don't watch them really, but I am keen to learn of what is being put out with the opening ceremony, and indeed, which people don't really talk about, the closing ceremony as well. Now, if you understand what I'm talking about, a very good one to learn and understand is the London Olympics of 2012. Now, this is going to upset some people, but I don't care, because the truth is the truth. What was predicted in 2012 absolutely happened in 2020, 2021, and 2022, and indeed happening now. Now, who remembers the ringmaster on top of the bus? Yeah. Do you know who the ringmaster was? Russell Brand. Yeah. And he has got the different people in the bus going round and round and round. So basically, that literally predicts that Russell Brand is going to hijack the truth movement, lead all of these people on board with him on the bus, and merry-go-round a crock of BS. Total distraction. So if anyone respects, who takes anything that Russell Brand says at face value, if anyone is on the board with that, got some bad news for you. The guy is a shill. He's an absolute distraction. I don't trust one single word that comes out of his mouth. And I believe lots of people who woke up from 2020 will absolutely fall for it, hook, line, and sinker. I spoke about this before. If you woke up in 2020, you probably, but don't worry about it, because these are purposely set traps for new awakees, if that's the term. Okay, so the QAnon movement, Donald Trump's going to save the world, the white hats, the Galactic Federation, all of the children's in tunnels, okay, Russell Brand, all of these things are complete psyops, psychological operations. They are not to be trusted. And I can elaborate even more with the Russell Brand thing. The YouTube channel Redacted and even GB News, complete crock of shit. Don't fall for it. Some people, and I know some here watching who have been aware or awake for a long time, will absolutely know what I'm saying here is spot on. It's true. And don't feel bad if you've fallen for it, okay? Because when you wake up, you are in a very vulnerable place, okay? You are going to want to tell all of your family, friends, and work colleagues about what you're finding out, how we've all been lied to, etc. And guess what? You are going to be ridiculed. We all have been. I have. I know some of you who have done it as well. You're going to be ridiculed. Oh, you're crazy. You're one of them conspiracy theorists, moon landings, 9/11, Kennedy, blah, blah, blah. You're one of those crackpots. Well, guess what? That's called cognitive dissonance. Anything that challenges your belief, you won't even look at it. You won't even entertain it. You just shut it off. You won't be able to handle it. That's fine. Leave them people alone. Please don't waste your energy on them people. People only wake up, and I don't like using that term, but become aware or start to become aware, i.e. question bloody everything, okay? If you're really going to fall for it, hook, line, and sinker in 2020, all of the things I've said are complete BS. It's true, okay? So, the Paris Olympics, Jason Brechier's, what we was talking about. Are you guys ready for this? Well, I think we're going to need a drink first, because what I'm about to tell you, I'm not joking, I'm not making it up, it's quite scary, okay? Can't believe I'm saying this, but hey, it needs to get out there. So we are going to need a drink. So you are free to join me. I'm having a pint of Uncle Henry, as we love to have on his channel. And of course, Christmas or Yule isn't far away now. 1,300 people in the chat. That's good. That's really good. Appreciate all of you spending all the time to come here and chat freely in our really awesome aware prepping community. We are all here to help and encourage and inspire others. Cheers, everyone. Right. Do you want me to break it down? Really simple. The Paris Olympics, 26th of July on a Friday to the 11th of August, Sunday, somewhere within that time frame. I believe it could possibly be the 4th of August. That could be the day. That is a new moon. New moons, casting new rituals. We understand that the powers that be love using the moons for rituals. Now, what Jason said, it backs up what I've been talking about for a long time. He believes that there will be a signal during the Paris Olympics for all fighting age Middle Eastern migrants all over the West to go out and start indiscriminately killing as many people as possible. That sounds horrific. From the analysis, Jason has double, triple, and quadruple checked this. It's taking him weeks, and he come to the same conclusion. He fundamentally believes that this will happen. Okay, so my advice would be, based on what he says, and believe me, he has predicted things before, and they have absolutely come true. He was one of the only ones on YouTube to say the death of the date of the Queen. Absolutely, amongst loads of other things. You can check it out for yourself. Check out Jason Brechier's Archaics, his prediction videos. When we spoke about this on the video that we done together, it's not been made public yet, so you guys are getting a heads up. I always want to tell my community first. Okay, this isn't paid for information. This is free, public domain information. I want you guys to seriously make a mental note of what I just said. The Paris Olympics, the 26th of July next year to the 11th of August, somewhere in that time frame, it is going to kick off. All of these Western fighting age males all over Europe, UK, America, and Canada will literally get some signal. I can only think it will be a text message, all at exactly the same time, and they will go and start whacking people en masse. Now, he believes, even though as crazy and as scary as this sounds, he believes, looking at his isometric analysis, that it won't last for very long. They will be taken out. There are a lot more of us than there are of them, and it will be a short-lived event. How long he says, he didn't say, and he's going to really deep dive and look into this again next month. More information, more sequencing has come through the software that is running. Triple lots of software to run these checks through. More information is coming. He's having a break over Christmas when he gets back on it in January. He is going to try and find out the date and possibly the time of when this is going to happen. We've spoke about this for a long time, and I've always stopped myself in saying when this is going to happen. But when you think about when all of these migrants started moving all over Europe, Serco, we've exposed Serco, we've exposed the people running it, behind it, the royal family member links. We've exposed all of that on this channel over the last year. When Serco pretty much done mass corporate bookings for hotels, I basically call them processing centers. Okay, these migrants, they go into these hotels, processing centers, they go in there for a period of time, and then they get moved all over the UK in residential areas, streets, avenues, closes, etc., all over the UK. How many of you live in urban areas? How many of you have seen groups of fighting age male migrants coming and going in a house near you? How many of you? I'll be really keen to know in the live stream, or indeed in the comment section underneath. because according to Jason, that's it. We've already exposed. I've done YouTube videos on this. I've been talking to Danny Rampling personally, and we are going to be making a video about this in the new year very soon. It's supposed to be 2 weeks ago. I've had it up to here with Instagram. I've logged out. Myself and Danny Rampling will be talking about this and other things very soon. Next month, I predict, we will be doing a video together. So, you know, Danny Rampling, the Radio 1 dance DJ, yes, he's doing a great job. And we've been chatting personally behind the scenes. And when he exposed the video, what I put out there about veterans observing these migrant camps to see the coming and goings of it, he reached out to me. I've been chatting to him. It's been unbelievable. But not only that, it does appear that the other evidence that we've seen about some of the weaponry which is being hidden away, we've had whistleblowers, we've had weaponries found in mosques, etc. All of this has a time frame, according to Serco, of 2 years. And guess when that 2 years runs out? Yeah, July, August next year. All of the time frames sync. All of the amazing work that Jason Breshears has been doing is all syncing. It is looking like that time next year is when it's going to go friggin' hell breaks loose. So personally, I wanted to tell as many people as I possibly could. If you can, please share this video. If people are short on time, tell them to check out the video around about an hour into it. Okay, that's the timestamp of this info. That's the stuff that people need to be made aware of. I've had to hide it in the middle of this video under a prediction thing without calling it that. I didn't want to draw too much heat because this is very sensitive, crazy information. Okay, you guys are getting it first, and stay tuned to Jason of Archaics. He will be announcing it next month, so you guys really are getting this first. All right, so if you are in an urban environment, you do live near hotels or some of these migrant houses, don't forget Serco have brought up loads of private landlords' properties for 2 years of block corporate booking to house illegal fighting age male only migrants. They're literally dispersed all over the UK. Now, if you was to create a map of where every single household is, it would look like a very strategical military operation. Some of you got, we're probably talking high ups like generals, really get military strategy. Or if you're a good historian about strategy and military tactics, this is absolutely an invasion. What we're going to be seeing next year. I hope to God nothing happens and Jason's got it wrong. I really hope. I don't want this to happen. But that is what's coming through. That's the information. That's what's going out there. So really have a good hard think about the 26th of July to the 11th of August. I would get away from urban areas. That's what I would do. I'm okay. I've made myself away from the urban environment. I live right out in the sticks, and I know lots of you watching have gone off grid. Some of you are watching in the van. Some of you people already moved. Now, it's quite funny because recently I was speaking to some people in the local area, and guess what? They all moved out to remote parts like Scotland and Wales and some parts in Southern Ireland from 2020. We did see a big exodus, especially out of London. There was even a phrase that was coined for people bugging out of London during 2020. Lots of people have already left the seas. And I really feel for anyone watching this who lives in a big town or a city. I really do. Because my advice would be, get the frigging hell out of there as soon as you can. If you can't, really focus on that date or those dates. You don't want to be in an area when that kicks off, unless you want to go and fight for the cause, etc. It's entirely up to you. Talk is cheap. People say they would, but when it comes down to it, going up against combatants with AKs, etc., and knives, what are you going to do? It's crazy stuff. It really is crazy stuff. So yeah, as promised, I did say around an hour I'd reveal that, and I did. So I'm just going to see what your thoughts are on that. Okay. There are loads here in Leeds, and some of them are almost certainly ISIS. Yeah, I know. That's John. I've been getting reports from all over. It's crazy. Ah, Ian, exactly. Me and Jason was talking of just this. The Greek Olympian timeline. That's really good, Ian. I'm glad we got some aware people in here. Spot on 100%. And yes, it's true. The Greek Olympian timeline. Check it out. 52 years. If some of you understand what I'm talking about every 52 years, you will see. Like I say, I appreciate this is new info to a lot of people. But no, Jason predicts that we will absolutely come on top. And he's called it, or is dubbing it as the new Christian Reich, far right. Far right will literally take over the whole planet in every single government. Yes, it's literally going to be any country or state or county or whatever it is, which is run by Democrats or the left, will be swiftly replaced by any conservative, right-wing, etc. government. That will be happening. So that is all predicted and projected. But, you know, before you think, oh, great, fantastic, etc., they're going to really make us all believe that we've won this war and we've got rid of the migrants, we've got rid of all of the left, all of the woke BS. But it's all by design. Whoever they are running the show have planned all this. This is what they want to happen. So you need to think of like you're playing a game of chess. Okay, that's the next move. What's your move going to be after that? Thinking they want us all to believe in our hearts that we have done this, well, they are going to allow it to happen. They are absolutely going to allow it to happen. It's all staged. Life's a show. You really need to be one step ahead of the game. The worst thing you can do is to play the silly game of the mainstream media. They will lead you all over the place. If you really want to waste your time and get led all over the place, watch that Russell Brand tosser. Watch him. Yeah. Watch GB News if that floats your boat. If that makes you think that you're an awake individual watching GB News, you know, that multi-million funded news organization to give people the illusion of choice outside the mainstream media, hell, Jack, you're well far off. You're so mistaken. Someone commented earlier, I've had it up to here with GB News. I agree. It's a bloody nightmare. It's a laughing stock. And for those who see, really see, you can see right through all of that stuff. Basically, we're in a massive multi-dimensional info war, for real, big time. And history is being edited and eradicated and eroded as we speak in real time. There's websites which lots of us researched and looked at years ago that are no longer there. You can't find them. How many times have you started to do some research online only to find at least 40 or 50 pages full up with the mainstream version of what you're searching for? Where's all the independent analysis gone? Who remembers back in the day of 2008, 2009, 10, 11, 12, 13? Who remembers those days where you can go onto any search engine you wanted and you can look around for all sorts of things, asking questions, and you'll find something pretty damn quick? Now, no way. And guess what the latest thing is? Over the next 24 months, somewhere within the next 24 months, this is going to shock people. You won't be able to use any search engines. All search engines will cease to be. All gone. Do you know what they're going to be replaced with? OpenAI, ChatGPT, for example. That's all you're going to get. You are going to type in a question and you are going to get an answer. That's it. No more choice. No more freedom to look around. No more chances to use your intuition and be guided to certain websites. All gone. We are really running out of time, guys. No BS. We are. If you don't believe me, let's have this chat in 3 years' time and see what happened. And I don't want to be the guy to say I told you so. I'm much bigger than that. I won't. All I'm saying is keep an eye out, a real eye out. Straight talk, no BS. OpenAI, I've already done live streams. Some of you guys watching right now in the chat has seen me use OpenAI ChatGPT on the live stream 3 or 4 times now. And all of the questions that I asked, the answers were 100% fundamentally pro-agenda. Pro-agenda. Yeah. All of the mainstream narratives, all of the Agenda 21, 2030, 2050, at least those were literally what AI was spouting out as genuine answers to my questions. The illusion of choice. Guess what? We haven't any. They are making us believe that we haven't any. And I exposed the AI conference this year, which Richie Sunak was hell-bent on the UK being the first at Bletchley Park, of all places, the home of the code breakers during World War II. Yes, artificial intelligence, quantum computing, we've already mentioned it before, are going to be big next year. Everything's been set. The stage is already being built. They're just waiting for us. Bread and circus. Bread and circus, Jack. They don't want people asking questions. They just want you to do your crappy job, pay all of your taxes, get entertained, and eat, and not eat well. So your health diminishes. You become reliant on the pharmaceutical industry, which will give you side effects, which will in turn make you use even more money to get more medications, which will make you even more sick. Why am I really big on that? Because I've seen it with my own eyes. Yeah, my mum became ill a while ago, and she took all of the doctor's advice against mine. She took all of the medications, side effects, medications for those side effects. And guess what? The 9th of March 2020, my mum died. And I've got to live with that. Some of you know exactly what I'm talking about. Relying on pharmaceutical medications because of a poor diet, eating that crap. Don't forget, bread and circus. That's where they want us. And that's where they got us. Unless you're an errant, you operate outside of a system, you don't take part in their silly games, etc. Oh my God, hold on. Thank you for that donation from Sally. I really appreciate that over on PayPal. That's awesome. That's brilliant. Thank you so much. Just on top of Christmas as well. But yeah, there was other things we was talking about. Apparently higher temperatures. Now, it was so weird. It was almost like in 2023, summer got cancelled. Do you remember? Traditionally, in the summer, we're probably going in the UK, we're going to have summertime early June to probably early September. That is for traditional British summertime. Loads of kids are off school. The weather's nice. People plan their holidays. Great. Guess what? There wasn't a summer this year. We had bits and pieces of summer, but it mainly started in September, right through to bloody October. Things are changing, and guess what? They're going to have us believe there's climate change, global warming, it's all our fault, carbon and all that is bad. Well, of course, if plants and flora and fauna and trees don't have carbon, they all die. And if they die, we die. So yeah, if you believe that human beings are responsible for the weather pattern changes on this planet or this experience, digital experience maybe, think again. There's a lot going on. Who remembers David Bellamy? Yeah, he spoke out about all this and he got massively silenced, and they created a new champion, which was Sir David Attenborough. Yes, they knighted him, made him a Sir. He was a pro speaker for the climate change hoax agenda. It was all our fault. Showing all of those documentaries with all of that sad music, showing all of those animals struggling with pollution. It's all our fault. Yes, this is a tried and tested age-old technique where they use people's human emotions to steer them all over the place. If you can emotionally detach yourself from anything whenever you want, you have really cracked a big thing. Because if you allow your emotions to run your life or run your decision-making process, guess what? Got you by the balls. They certainly have. And they can twist them, pull them, yank them if they want to. Got you nuts, Jack. Be an errant. Laugh at their face. They'll let go of your nuts, and you can swing your nuts wherever you want to. I know we got some errands in the house. Also, I think Bubba Vega was on about cyber attacks. Now, this is beginning to be a reoccurring theme here. Who remembers when I've done that video talking about Klaus Schwab saying about the global cyber attack? In fact, I might even still have it in there. The old Bond villain. I think I removed him because I was sick and tired of that guy. Yeah, sorry, I can't see that. And speaking of Jason Bashir's some archaics, when I've done that video of him, it's a couple of hours long, I made my own intro. Now, let me see in the chat. Is there any errants watching right now who watches archaics? Let me know right now. Say yes. If I see enough, I've got to show you something which I've done for Jason, Adam in Stitches. Look at that, 21, 21, 11, 11. Look at that, 138 in the chat. Right, wow. Okay, we got some errands. We got people who follow archaics. That's awesome. That's really good. You guys are awesome. Fantastic. Yeah, Jason said, hey man, thanks for sending like your subs over to me. Thanks, bud. I really appreciate that. So yeah, that's cool. I send everyone to Jason. Love him like a brother. So roll V. Yeah, I couldn't help myself. So that was quite funny when I've done that for Jace. I'd done that just he didn't know, and I rolled it. And the start of our thing, he was wetting himself. And also, I got a Phoenix IPA beer as well, which he thought was cool. Well, we've just had holy sh, Margaret Clark. Margaret. Oh my God, Margaret, I think you might have just saved our Christmas. Wow, we just had a phenomenal donation on PayPal. I can't show anyone for privacy, but wow, you guys, Margaret, flipping hell. That really helps. Oh my God. That's crazy. Do you know what? Since that frigging car has been playing up big time and that head gasket has got to be fixed in 2 or 3 weeks, that's really going to help. You are amazing. You're a good man. Well, thank you. I really appreciate all of you guys. I really, really do. And I look forward big time to seeing you guys in the chat. Pamela, yeah, I know the intro. I couldn't help it. It's really good to see Alan Archaics. No, it's Pamela. If you can help out Alan, you probably already have, but it's spelt with an X. Artificial Intelligence X. Yeah, my bro Jason in Texas. Yeah, we appreciate that. You guys are awesome. Angel numbers. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, you got it. We got aware folk in the house. Right, what have we got? Oh my, just seen this. Wow, Owen, thank you for that donation, sir. From remember, that really, really is appreciative. Every penny seriously counts, especially with this car. Get out of the town. I'll tell you what, that is never a truer word spoken. Seriously, get out of town. I've been saying that for ages, and I don't like telling or advising people unless I've done it myself. I've done it. I moved from a horrible, crime-ridden, rough council estate area in the middle of nowhere in the mountains of Wales with next to no budget whatsoever. You become a good person, you help lots of people, people come along exactly at the right time and they help. I sold everything that I could. I gave stuff away. I cheered up loads and loads of charity shops, giving them free stuff, which I know are going to raise good money for their causes and to help people with good stuff. Okay, I've done so much. I done it. If I can do it, you can. All you need to do is to be a really good person, help loads of people, do the best you can. Don't frigging give up no matter what. Keep pushing forward. Manage your time wisely. Forget all of that distraction, multimedia, mainstream BS. You're much bigger than that bread and circus crap. You've evolved into a fine human being. Don't ruin it now. Keep pushing forward. You keep doing these things, follow your signs, learn to understand what true intuition actually means, and follow it. Follow it no matter what. Follow it if you think it's a bad decision. Follow your gut instinct. Follow your heart. Follow your gut feeling, no matter what. And you know what? You will end up exactly where you need to be at precisely the right time. People will come into your life exactly at the right place at the right time. Some of you know exactly what I'm talking about. Unfortunately, some people don't. But we all have to start somewhere. I did. When I woke up in 2008, changed my frigging life big time. I've ended up doing a job I've always wanted to do, living in an area where people like me shouldn't really be living because I can't afford it. But I'm managing, I'm getting by. Do what you got to do. Get out of the city, get there. Don't worry about it, just get there. Then make it up as you go along. Then work your arse off, like I did and many others, and you can do it. You can be the guy or the girl to get out of that crappy flat, that ridiculous council house or that horrible council area. I did. I done it. Lots of people do it. The only thing you need to do is to believe in yourself. Yeah, lose the fear. Don't be scared of anything. All fear is maybe what ifs. Don't be scared of anything. All right? That's my advice. Oh, really? Kay? What's your gut feeling for the UK future? I reckon the gut feeling for the future of the UK is going to the dogs. I reckon long term, all of the West is literally going to get overrun, and they are going to set up how the West is now in places like in Africa. Can't remember the name of the place. Not Cambodia. What am I talking about? Ethiopia. Yeah, Ethiopia is being massively developed. So we're talking they're trying to make the West a third world country. And they're trying to make the first world country, guess where? Africa. Yeah. Africa's where it's at. That's where it's going. It's being heavily invested. That's my own opinion. Of course, everyone's got their own thing. But yeah, bread and circus, life is a documentary. What you got to ask yourself is what are you going to do to better your life? Guess what? I've got news for you. No one is coming to help. No one is going to do it for you. You have to do it yourself. You have to have a vision. You have to do whatever you can to get the money, the time, the finances, and you have to be prepared to lose friends, whatever it takes. You do it because it's your life, Jack. No one's going to do it for you. And if you don't, nothing's going to change. You're going to stay where you are. You're going to put up with whatever. And the reasons which a lot of people say, I can't go because of family. I can't go because my kids are at school. I can't go because all my friends are here. I can't move anywhere because my job's here. Guess what? First thing I've done, walked out of my job. We're like, he goes, you need to wear this. You need to put up all of those plastic screens. I went, no. And I left. I walked out. I did. I done it. And I'll tell you what, that was a big turning point in my life. Yeah. If you're in a job and you don't like it, you're working for someone else, you're on crap money, you're doing horrible, unsociable hours, why are you doing it? Is that how much you value yourself? You're way better than that. You know this. Just go. Make it up as you go along. Work for me. All you need to do is believe in yourself, lose the fear, grow a pair, whether it's up there or down there, get it done. No one's going to do it for you. No one's going to come along and say, oh, Sarah, you really had it bad. You've lost members of your family. Oh, you've got a really crappy job. your son's not well, and all of this victim. No one's going to come along and say, I'm going to give you 300k and get you an house. It's not going to happen. If it does, it's very, very rare. If you want to escape the rat race like I did and many others, you need to think of yourself. Everyone else. The only important person in your life is you. Everyone else, fluff, no matter what they are. If you want to do something, you have to do it. You've got to find a way, be creative, and get it done. Well, thank you, Barbara. Oh my God, Barbara's just hit on PayPal. I didn't expect that. You bloody guys, honestly. But yeah, you really do. Oh, Robert, thank you for that, sir. You're absolutely incredible. Just in time for Christmas as well. And I'll tell you what, hands up who's had a crap year. Hands up who's had a really good year. Like I say, it's all about balance. Okay? People are having good experiences and bad experiences this year. The weather's been really good and really bad. Money's at times been really good. Money at times has been really bad. People have lost jobs, been sacked. People have found jobs. People are finding new partners, boyfriends, girlfriends. Some people have got married. Some people have had kids. Some people brought a new pet. It's been a crazy frigging year. And looking at the predictions for next year, it's going to be nuts. Absolutely nuts. Like I said, my advice would be keep an eye out on this channel and Jason Bashir's Archaic's channel. We're going to find out what we can to try and guide you guys the best information that we can possibly provide about the time frame of the Paris Olympics. That really is going to be, oh my God. If Jason's right and that kicks off, holy shoot. Oh, Nigel, thank you very much for becoming a member and supporting the channel. I really appreciate all of them members. Are seriously good in here, actually. What I tend to do is when I upload a YouTube video, I will schedule it for around 7 p.m. when most people are going to be able to watch it. But as soon as it gets published, usually around midday or 1 o'clock, all of the members get to see it right there and then. So they get to see it straight away. And of course, every time a member comments in the video or in the live chat, they stand out big time because they are special. They really are. And like I say, I keep that at the lowest price I possibly can because I do realize times are tight. And every single penny that comes into the channel is literally keeping me afloat at the moment until my website's done. Like I say, my guy who's making it, man is moving house. He's got so much going on. It's a nightmare. So we've decided to sort of take a step back, have a very short Christmas break, unwind, step back from everything. And we really need to spend time with our families because we've both been working our nuts off behind the scenes and trying to get this done. We've come up with problem after problem after problem. And we've had to restart, reinvent time and time again. It's taken ages. It really, really is. But it's hell bent on helping me. And it's all for minimal cost. But it still cost me well over £3,000 already. And it's still not complete. We've had so many setbacks. It's been nuts. So all of you guys who have been supporting, really, really a massive thanks. You are brilliant. But going back to what we were saying, because I do realize time is tight and you guys have got things to do. We'll need to double check. Apparently the EU economy is due to collapse next year. That could tie into the global economic crisis that could be transiently linked. We did talk about cyber attacks. That's been talked about for about 3 years now from the WF, from 2020. Coincidence? 2020, what a fire button year that was. Yeah, for sure. But as Jason revealed, if you guys are interested in Bible study, I was for a long period of time. I found it very, very interesting, especially with prophecy and the book of Revelations, incredible. The book of Job as well. Very, very insightful if you know how to decode and look at the Bible. Don't forget, it is not literal document. It was multiple documents put together a long time ago, not at a time as it's commonly known. The stuff Jason was uncovering was 2020 was indeed the breaking of the first seal. It's 2020, 100%. So it sort of gives you guys a bit of a time frame of where all of this pre-planned, predicted set of historical events which are due to come, hence the whole title of this live stream, predictions. There is a lot going on, lots of this is being talked about for a long time, and many things are happening as predicted. Unbelievable. And it's really great to team up with Jason of Archaics. If Pamela's here, she's probably already done it. I'm really sorry, I haven't been able to monitor the chat. There has been, like, you know, lots of people in here tonight. But if Pamela is there, can you put a link to Archaics YouTube channel? Because I do believe that there's a few new people in here who don't even know who Archaics is. I thoroughly recommend you head over there and subscribe and prepare to be blown away. The world is not what you think. Let's put it that way. The world is definitely not what you think. It really isn't. And when you look at my mate and what he's doing, it will open your eyes big time. It will make you think differently. Here we go. The 4 horsemen are here. Not yet, Jack. Right, let me see. Oh, thank you, Kerry. That's lovely. You people are really, really kind. I really appreciate all of the money that's coming my way. It's great because, like I say, this is my job and I don't get no benefits or anything. So it all helps, but you don't have to, please. I don't want you getting into shtuck if you can't. Please don't. But if you can, you guys are amazing. Yeah, I'll tell you what, I had a big stack of books, probably about 30, and it's a small selection out of my personal library. And I showed them all briefly on the video which I've done with Jason, and that's going to be hitting the YouTube channel next month. There is the Book of Enoch. Yeah, we talked about that. Yeah, the Book of Enoch. Please don't get confused with Enoch Powell and Rivers of Blood. It's not the same thing. It's a freaking country mile away. What's the link, Funky? Here you go. Look underneath your comment, Mark. Engineer to Succeed. Much appreciated. It's by Archaics at 138. That's his YouTube channel link right under your comment. I recommend highly. Pamela's already done it. Yeah, I believe she might have, but I'm continuing to see people saying, what's the link? What's the link? So it might be that the link gets posted multiple times because not everyone seems to have the gumption to go up through the chat and look. Everyone wants stuff instant now. No one can be bothered to look for it. So yeah, Powermatic, appreciate you telling me that. It's amazing. So, can't believe it. This is nuts. Charlie on PayPal. And, oh, wow. Sandy. Sandy, you're a very naughty boy. I really appreciate your help, Sandy. Bloody hell. I'm going to sort you out one day. You and Scott, just like the old days, remember? Yeah, that was when I was much financially better off, when I was literally sending stuff to loads of people. I'm up against it now, so I really do appreciate that, Sandy. Thank you very much, sir. You're a legend. Oh, Chris, the house is rented. I can't afford a mortgage or anything. I'm renting. And this house is £50 a month more than what I was paying in that crappy council estate area just outside of Portsmouth. That's all it was, £50 a month more. So I worked my ass off, found the money, sold everything I had, lots of my preps, etc., and I've done it. So no, I am not a homeowner. I'm never going to get a mortgage. Mortgage, death grip. I will not participate in anything mortgage related. Not if, but when I'm going to be financially better off one day, I will buy my own house outright. That's a prediction for you. It probably won't be next year, no. I am not doing no mortgage. No way. I'm just getting by like everyone else. Lots of people rent, and that's true. So, every time. Erica, wow, thank you. You guys are showing much love. And like I say, this Christmas is going to be a tough one, but it all helps. So you guys, brilliant. Let me see. I'm just taking some Q&A now, because sometimes it's difficult, you know, because I need to get through the information in the live streams, but it's very difficult to do that as well as participate with you guys or communicate with you guys. So I am going to give it a little bit more time because, yeah, it's the last live stream before Christmas, obviously. What part of Portsmouth? Yeah, I was in a place called Lee Park. Yeah, I was born and bred in Portsmouth. I lived in North End, right in the middle of Portsmouth. I moved to Portchester. Then I moved to Bosham. Then I moved from Bosham to Lee Park. Then I moved from Lee Park to Powys in Wales. That's been me since, 2012. It's been quite a ride. And some of you guys have been following me since 2012 when I started my YouTube channel. Know how it's been. It's been a nightmare. There's like things lost. People aren't here no more. Close friends of mine who are no longer here. But I'm not alone. Lots of us have that. Oh, Mary, thank you. Mary over on PayPal. I really appreciate your help and love. I seriously do. You guys are amazing. I really mean that. We've got probably one of the best prepping communities on YouTube from what I've seen. I've seen some of them are pretty good, but we have got a really good balance of not just preppers, but aware preppers. People who are aware of what's going on. When I've done a shout out to see how many errants were in the house, blew my mind. I was expecting there'll probably be 6 or 7. There was over 30. Wow, that's incredible. That really, really, really is. Oh, hello, stranger. How's it going? I hope you're okay. I'm really sorry it's been a long, long time, but yeah, life changes big time. Everything's changed big time, and no doubt lots of people watching. Really good to see you. I'm chuffed that you're still about. That's great. I didn't mean it like still about that way. Awesome. And who else have we got? Right, Mr. Steve, I can't see our cakes video on 2024 predictions. He's done it. You might want to go in. Have I got to do everything for you guys? Honestly, for fuck's sake. Right, let me see. Sometimes I feel like I already got a baby, you guys. Right, okay. Yeah, it looks like you do have to do some sort of work. You can't just type it in and expect a freaking miracle straight away. Life ain't like that. Just showing you how it is. If you don't like it, that's cool. Oh, Jason, have you bloody changed all your bloody playlist? Whoa. Here we are. Oh, please don't play. Right. I just needed. Right. Right. Okay. Well, because it's you and you obviously need help, I'm going to show you this. Right. So I'm going to share the screen right here. Okay. So this is Jason's YouTube channel. There's a playlist called Predictions Isometric Analysis. And in that set of 14, you can tell there's 14 videos in that playlist. You have 2022 to 2023 predictions, 2022 to 2024 predictions. This is just in the UK. Great video. And all of his predictions there. Okay. So if you are struggling to find it, it's quite straightforward. You go to RKX's channel here. Wow, he's on 129 subs. He's gone past me. Well done, Jace. Awesome, dude. But yeah, you go into playlist and look for predictions. All right. As soon as you find that, you scroll through, and I believe the video that you're wanting to find, if you really want to make it simple, is video number 12, UK predictions 2022 to 2024, setting the stage for the next. There you go. See if I can do it. Anyone can do it. It's not that difficult, really. Oh, Survival Lily. I'm not that big on Survival Lily, to be honest. I think she's really good, like a media campaign, but I don't believe she's a true prepper. If that shocks people, that's fine. If she is, I'll stand corrected. I think she just does it for money myself. But anyway. What have we got in here? Oh, look at that London girl. Awesome. Mr. E. Never been in debt. Bought my home and land. had a social media account apart from this. Apart from this, what? Never had a social media account apart from this. Why would you? Yeah, do you know what, Mr. E? That's a very valid point. Social media is a really good tool at sucking away your time and your energy. The only reason which I need to use some platforms is to grow my message. But I use it as a tool. I don't waste my time scrolling through social media, looking for all sorts of crap. Pretty much letting it rule you like a television would. So you put the telly on, you're going from work, you leave it on there, and you just watch whatever crap the telly puts out. Some people use social media like that, or allow social media to use those. I go on there every now and again when I need to find something, and I'll come out of it. Use social media as a tool. Don't let it use you as a tool. There you go. I should make t-shirts, don't I? So, Cornish Bob, yeah, good to see you in the house. Right. Here we are. This is a good question, and this will be fired at Jason of Archex. Cataclysm comment. No, I will be blunt with that. We are looking at 2040, the 16th of May. On that time, lots of people won't be here. If you want to find out more, look into the Phoenix phenomenon from Archaics. There's a whole bunch of videos. And if you want me to give you a quick answer, guess what? You'd have to sit for about 200 hours of videos to understand it. If you really want to know what's going to happen on the 16th of May, 2040, you've got to put the effort in. I think the problem people are having these days is people want something on a plate, all wrapped up, presented really quick in bite-sized pieces. No, if you really want something, you've got to earn it. You've got to put the effort in. You've got to put the time in. You can't just, where's the link? Where's the source? Okay, so I've spent 2 years solidly reading about this subject, and you want me just to give a random guy all of my source material? No, you want it? Friggin' earn it yourself. Don't be a lazy git. So there you go. If you want something, go get it. Do it yourself. Don't expect others to come along and plop stuff into your lap, right? You won't get anywhere with that attitude. Oh my God, John, thank you, brother. Oh, that's very kind. Thank you. Much appreciate that. No, absolutely not. He is an errant. If you don't know what errant means, I think you're going to need, yeah, you're going to need some time with that one. Yeah, errant. E-R-R-A-N-T, errant. No, we just haven't got time to explain to all of the newbies. It's difficult. I know it is. It takes a lot of time. What happened? What's this? What happened to being kind and help others? Laugh out loud. I really don't understand that, but I'm always kind and I always help others. Oh, you're probably on about my attitude about people who want everything given to them all of the time. Yeah, exactly. I'm helping them understand that life isn't like you click your fingers and you get what you want. I'm trying to educate them in a quite a direct way, with being respectful without being rude. You can't be rude. Just make them think that they have to put effort into whatever they want. So yeah, sorry. I thought he was having a dig then. Here we go. Yes, I concur completely. Pilgrim as well. You know what I'm talking about. Absolutely. It's errant. A T, not a D. But yeah, appreciate that, John. London girl. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, if you can hit the thumbs up before you went out. A lot of people have left already, but I really do appreciate you guys for doing that. Just going through the comments. God, there's loads of them in here. My God, you guys are busy, aren't you? Just in time. Yeah, almost. But there's more to it than that. It's not just a scripted reality. There's a lot more to being an errant than just that. Yeah, it's really difficult to, like I say, loads of people want a quick fix. It takes a lot of time and effort and a lot of understanding to sort of fully accept that information. Well, Margaret, there you go. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's quite intense, and it is very challenging with belief systems. The bottom line is the way it all works is there's an education system globally. The education system has been in place for hundreds of years, and that is basically set up to grow, to mold, to encourage people to comply. That's what the education system is about. So if you think that you have done really well through school, you got straight A's, you went through college, you got straight A's, you went to university, you got straight A's, and you got a nice certificate and all of that and degrees and everything, would you say that that person, by default, by modern understanding, is intelligent? No. But intelligence is a completely different thing. What those grades represent is that person is absolutely fantastic at accepting information without really questioning authority. A good boy, a good girl. That's not intellect, it's not intelligence. Intelligent is people who can work through problems, whatever happens, and be prepared to switch or change their way of thinking and learn and evolve. That is basically intelligence. So, yeah. So yeah, just be careful, Margaret. Okay, there is very, very deep information, and the problem I think it is lots of people have been brought up through the education system in complete compliance. Trust the government, trust the mainstream media, trust the doctors, trust the science. No, I think you embark on your intelligence journey in questioning things. Question as many things as possible. If something doesn't feel right, if something feels like it's a bit of a lie, a bit sketchy, that's your intuition. You should follow that implicitly. In my opinion, you don't have to, but when you are on your intellectual journey or your quest, you really do need to question as many things as possible. Not blindly accepting things seemingly from an authoritative figure or body, i.e., a newspaper, a television program, a government, a doctor's surgery, whatever it is. We are being bred to believe that all doctors, all teachers, all MPs, all mainstream media editors, etc., are all there to help us and there to tell the truth. Well, guess what? These guys have been in charge for a long time. How do you think it's going so far? Yeah, the reason why it's not going well is obvious. There is a massive shortfall in intelligence. That's the problem. When you've got lots of people who are capable of critical thinking and very good intelligence and asking lots of questions and growing and learning to realize that this system which we live in, we've been lied to, everything's back to front. It's not what we have been told. It's in fact the opposite of most of the terms that are used. Yeah, you start growing, you start evolving, you start learning, you start to become more intelligent. Powers that be don't want educated in that regard of intelligence. They just want obedient people. All they want is people to do as they're told. What do you get at school? Lots of teachers telling you what to do, and all of the kids do it. Great, well done. You keep doing that from very, very key years, from 4 years old up to 18 years old. There's a very, very strong fundamental developmental stage in a human being in modern society, and it's pretty much run by the state. So if you don't believe the government, you don't like to vote for them, you don't trust them, why the hell would you allow your children to go there, being manipulated, brainwashed and coerced into thinking whatever it is they're taught is a good thing? Look at the woke stuff. Do you think it's great for 6-year-olds to be taught masturbation at school? Do you think that's a great thing, or do you think it's wrong? That's what's going on, not just in the UK, but in America too. Check it out if you don't believe me. If you think this is crazy, that's cognitive dissonance. Do you know why? Because you are not questioning it. You're just taking my thing. No, I want you to question it. Go and check it out for yourself. Everything's changing. The more people are coming out of schools since 2020, when everyone had to go out of school, lots of parents are thinking, do you know what? My son or my daughter's doing so much better than she was in school. I might not take her back to school. Do you know how many people have done that? Thousands and thousands of people all over the UK, but it's not being reported. Why isn't it being reported by the mainstream? Because they don't want people thinking it's a good idea to do so. That's why it's not being reported. Look at all of the anti-lockdown marches all over the UK and London in 2020. Look at them all. Look how much of it was put on the news. Hardly anything at all. Why do you think that is? They don't want lots of people knowing that that happened. For obvious reasons. They want people to be sat in a room, to do as they're told, do that crappy minimum wage, eat that rubbish processed food, make yourself ill, come reliant on drugs, get really, really ill, and go. That's what they want. They don't care about you. Do you think doctors really care about you? If they did, why are you not getting better? Why are you not cured? Surely there's a cure for stuff now. There is. Not in the mainstream, there isn't. No, you've got to dig around and find out. That's why I said earlier, online it's very, very hard to find the truth now. We are in an information war and time's running out. We've already got the Online Safety Act, not a bill anymore, coming into play next year. So be prepared to get by and communicate with your aware friends without Signal, without Telegram, without WhatsApp. Okay? You won't be able to use them in the UK next year. Guarantee it. So how are you going to communicate with your friends? Start thinking. There's always a way. Don't forget, we are playing in real life cops and robbers. Yeah, it's true. So I need to shoot off because I'm going to have a rest. I'm absolutely worn out. You guys who have donated tonight, I really appreciate it. And thanks to Jeffrey as well. Thank you for that donation over on PayPal. Just before you sign off, you got in just at the right time. Really appreciate that. So see if there's anyone else I missed, because I hate missing people. Did I mention? Oh, look at that. Nigel the Handyman. We have a new member. Thank you for supporting the channel, Nigel. And you are indeed in great company. Lots of really, really cool members now. And you're joining Howard as well. He become a member as well, so that's fantastic. And we got Survivor Man. He's been a member for a month. He will tell you how he's been getting on. And yes, all of the members get heads up on all brand new videos. So you get to see them first before anyone else. So yeah, I really appreciate that. You guys are amazing. And like I said, everyone who donates on PayPal outside of the live stream during the week, you guys, like I mentioned before, I gave all of you shout outs. That's really, really appreciated during the week. And if you watch this in the replay, I will catch up and mention all of that on the next live stream too. So let me have a quick look and remind myself. Wowee. Can you believe it's Yule or Christmas Day or whatever you want to call it? Wow. 1, 2, 3 days away now. 3 days to Christmas. So I am going to bid you guys all a very, very Merry Christmas or a Happy Yuletide or Happy Holidays or however you want to celebrate it. If you do, you don't have to. You're free to do whatever you want to do. I don't know if I'm going to be doing a video before Christmas. This could be the last one because I'm really, really looking forward to enjoying my break off of line because it's been a crazy year. And I want you guys to do the same as well, okay? I want you guys to really put family and friends first and not worry about all of the other crap out there. Just have a nice rest because it's been a pick of a year and next year is going to be interesting, like we've already uncovered in this predictions live stream. Every single person who has taken part in the chat, I really appreciate everything that you've done to contribute, and a special thanks to Margaret as well. Margaret is amazing, and show Margaret some love. She's awesome. Oh, bloody hell. Well, thank you, Jason. Merry Christmas to you too. I really appreciate that. That is incredible. You guys are awesome. I really do believe that this community is really good. You guys and girls are amazing, all of you. And there's lots of people who are waking up out there, and it's looking hopeful for us all. It really, really is. It's so encouraging to know that lots of people are really, really aware of what's going on. And we need to be, because we are all family after all. all of the moderators who have really helped support me and this live stream, and all of the other live streams, and all of your really hard, dedicated work. And throughout all of this year, you guys are amazing. And like I say, without moderators, this is just going to be a crap show. Really, really, really is. It seriously will. Oh yeah, thanks for saying Merry Christmas to Margaret. She is amazing. She is such a really good main benefactor to this channel. Without Margaret, I'm going to be a big poo street. So you guys are amazing. So I hope you and your loved ones are going to be safe and well over Christmas. Everyone who's watching this on the replay, I really, really appreciate all of your time, because time, as we know, is the most precious commodity. And everyone who's donated on PayPal, wow, you guys are amazing, and you will be shouted out between now and the next live stream for sure. It's only fair. Not many people do it, but I always do it. I just think it's a respectful thing to do, and I really appreciate all of your love and support. So you guys have a very Merry Christmas. You take care. Thanks for watching. Stay funky.